So first of all, thank you a lot for this event, and thank you to Brave1 and Natalia for supporting such startups and companies like us. And thank you to our government who is supporting such initiatives and innovative technologies. And right now we can provide them into the usage for all government organizations who work in the military techs and all other humanitarian work. So my name is Vitaly. I am founder of UI Damage. Our superpower is to integrate AI technologies into different industries. And right off the beginning of full-scale invasion, my team started to analyze automatically using neural networks damaged buildings, infrastructure using satellite images and computer vision technologies. Right now, we are working on integrating AI into demining and accelerating it in the hundreds and more times. Let me give you a heads up and few words what we are doing. This is Posad Pokrovsky settlement in Kherson, which was completely destroyed during the Russian invasion, during the battles. And you can see destroyed buildings, you can see a lot of craters, trenches. There are definitely a lot of unexploded ordnances and mines. But the question is, where are they precisely? How to find them all? How to clean up this area? Because such settlements like this, there are hundreds of them. And even more fields of them are in Ukraine. Right now, we calculated 172,000 of territories that need to be checked and analyzed onto pyrotechnic pollution. This is twice bigger than territory of Belgium. Could you imagine how territory is huge? And with the current speed of demining operators, they can one person can process analyze from 20 to 100 square meters per day. This is very slow, and if we do not use new technologies and AI and drones, it will be very slow. It will take hundreds of years to demine this territory. That is why we work into 3 steps. We offer a complex solution. First of all, we create craters of pyrotechnic pollution, craters and destroyed buildings using satellite images and historical data. This information we provide to different government organizations and local authorities so they can prioritize everything. We work closely with Ministry of Economics on the strategy and vision how those territories future territories for the mining should be prioritized. And this will be a part of the strategy. Second and third step are mostly operations. We provide them to the mining operators and emergency services for visual mine inspection using drones. When we overfly an area and with the help of computer vision, we see each mine, even the smallest one, on the ground. But this is only 20-30% of all mines which we can find, because most of them are hidden somewhere in the grass or mostly under the ground. So the third step is finding them using different sensors. Let me give you some details on each of these. This is example how territory can be processed. The next step is to define and classify each crater, which weapon was used, because it is important for prioritization. Each weapon can have different influence on the land pollution because of different chemical materials are used into the explosion. That is why we need to know which exactly weapon was used. And with using neural networks, we can classify it properly. And the third, and then we can put cadastral register on top of that and give red, green, or yellow areas with priorities, which should be demined first, and which should demine next, and which shouldn't demine at all, because it is very polluted, and which should keep it and demine in the last. Second step I already explained. This is visual inspection by drones. We classify different mines, even if it is hidden in or digged a bit digged under the ground. We still can find them and put them on the map. And third level is magnetometer, ground penetration radar, infrared camera, and multispectral camera. We can use it for different purposes to find different type of mines. This approach allows us to accelerate the mining at least at 100 times, but it is definitely more, because using drones, we can overfly 30 hectares in one day. You can imagine how it is faster than 100 square meters in one day. This is definitely a safety improvement, because overflying and surveying area distantly using drone, it is much more safer. So we can save hundreds of lives of the miners. And precision is pretty high, because using RTK using RTK, we can do accuracy in 10-15 centimeters. But if use not satellites GPS, but 4G or 5G GPS, we can increase accuracy to 2 centimeters. So it will be very accurate. Talking about our roadmap, during this year, we are doing visual inspection and strategic information for all government organizations and prototyping sensors. During next year, we'll do sensor fusion and we'll analyze at least 3 oblasts of Ukraine. Then we'll do the mining, we'll spread out the mining operation for all over the world, but Ukraine should come first, definitely. And our traction, some numbers, just for those who like them. I like them, to be honest, because we have pretty good revenue. We attracted first pre-seed investment, and we have a pretty good sales pipeline in 2.5 million, which will be converted very soon. We work with different government organizations, with Ministry of Digital Transformation, with Ministry of Defense, with National Security, Ministry of Economics, and Emergency Services, to be able to scale it out and provide our technology to everyone. We need some investment for to be able to scale up our solution. So we want to grow our partnership network and need 1.2 million to be able to scale it up. My heroes, we have all needed expertise on board with AI and GIS technologies, and we have pretty big community who support us on regular basis. AI plus GIS potential is pretty huge. Demining and rebuilding, this is only beginning. We can use it for disaster response, for land monitoring, and all other cases. Please let me know if you need some more precise demo of our platform, our technology, and you're welcome to visit Ukraine on the real minefields to be able to see technology in real life. I'm done, ready to answer questions.
Okay, if we could have the next person, please, and if you could stop sharing your screen, that would be fantastic.
Good.
Yeah, I hope you can hear me and can see the deck.
Yes, we can.
Great. Yeah, so thank you all for the invitation. Thank you all for the event. So far, it has been great. And so I'm representing Fox4 here. To be honest, there should be an offline person today, Roman, but he's been sick. So what we are doing is the next generation of drone designation systems. So as it's been said already, there are around like 10,000 drones launched per month, or 15,000 drones, that the last numbers that have been given by Ministry of Defense. And the thing is about these drones that their effectiveness is measured about like 20-30% of the strike drones. Reconnaissance drones have like bigger score, but what they have problems with is the GPS navigation systems that are highly reliable in terms of when you are in civil use, but when you work in the warfare, in the battlefield, you have big problems in this case. So we gathered a team that is highly skilled in developing robotics and autonomous missions and autonomous applications. So recently there's been a representative housing. I just went to their website, and you can like go their careers and all the research persons. I think every person from this team can for sure have some major position there. But this team has been gathered from top tier University of Ukraine Catholic University, and we have been united over a simple cause to improve the designation systems. So myself, I have been doing research in drone applications for the last 6 years, taking part in competitions like DARPA's Ukrainian competition, like taking leading role in this. And also people have been developing deep learning applications and scaling them to hundreds of thousands of devices. At the same time, we have here Alexander Chendekov, who has been leading the Ukrainian UAV manufacturing and developing for the last 8 years. And together with our research team, we have been tackling the problem about the FPV munitions and loitering munitions nowadays in the war. Nowadays, you face not only the R&D problem of the war, but more of the attrition problem. How many drones per month you can launch? How many artillery shots per month you can get? And in this case, Ukraine has found an answer, and the answer is like, take the off-the-shelf components, teach people to fly a simple hobby drone, attach a warhead to it, and try to score a hit. These drones currently operate from 8 kilometers to 15 kilometers missions. There's also like one-way drones. And the truth about these are that even if they cost like 400 per piece, or like 600 depending on the munition, you still have problems in reaching the target. And the effectiveness is about like 30%, and sometimes it even lowers due to the numbers increasing. And there are two problems in this loop. First is the human mistakes, and second is the electronic warfare jamming. If this first you can change by teaching the operators and by them getting the experience, the second thing is gonna change eventually. Because Russians are pretty good at electronic warfare, and you can see how the battlefield is actually iterating. There's like 3 months loop cycle that can tell you if you don't innovate in 3 months, your solution is outdated. So in this case, what we present is a module AI from Fox4 that automates the terminal guidance. So we take out the communication jamming, and we don't no longer need proficient person in operating the drone. In this case, that's basically a solution, a compact solution that's just as off-the-shelf components is used by UAV manufacturers. This plug and play, so you just attach the wires, and the operator on the ground gets a fire and forget solution that you have in Javelin or NLAW. In this case, we are having from a cheap off-the-shelf drone with 30% hit ratio to a drone that has at least 85% hit ratio with automation. And it's basically a fire and forget solution that requires only camera on board. And we have also support of the external target allocations. These all solutions have been developed in tight cooperation with FPV units, like all the drone operators in Ukraine. We are monitoring the ground and trying to understand what's actually happening and evaluating what is actually needed. In this case, this need has been arriving bit by bit. So in spring, you didn't see that much electronic warfare. In summer, it started to appear. And nowadays, like every major trench would have electronic warfare kit. And right now, even like when drone is going to the target, like 15 kilometers deep, it would be jammed by the operators on the halfway sometimes. Yeah, and for that we have already got like $9.25 million of letters of intent from Ukrainian drone manufacturers. So in terms of like what we operate as a business to business, so we are currently in the dual use, civil use scheme, so we don't work directly with the government. We don't have Chinese components in our single board computer, which we utilize. That's American silicon. So in this case, we are like made a step ahead and had some problems in the start, but nowadays we are just not reliant on China. And some of the RAMs and SSDs we use like from Taiwan. And since we don't work with the government, we avoid the strict licensing when you manufacture the actual munition, in this case. And of course, there are systems that do the similar things. And a great example is Alterian. Alterian did a terrific job of development the PX4. But even now, like we have started cooperation with them because they want a commodity for drones, and we want to solve a specific use case for terminal guidance of UAVs. And of course, there are some competitors that are not on this chart because they just have appeared in Ukraine. And basically, but we are out of this chart due to the reason that we highly iterate together with the soldiers on the ground to understand what is needed and taking into the loop their feedback, developing a system that takes the computer vision tracking together with the loop with drone control and making it fully autonomous munition in the end when the soldier selects an object. And the traction from us, we have started in summer last year in 2022, went through prototyping, proof of concept, and now we have just secured the first contract with one of the UAV manufacturers. We are a proud member of Brave One, and as you have seen, like Natalia Kushnerska makes a terrific job in managing the Brave One initiative. We got a lot of help from them and from Ukrainian Startup Fund for the WS grant. And so far, we are working towards shipping the first order. The contract is just like being signed, and in future we work on the serial production starting from next year. Yeah, but like if you go into drone autonomy market and loitering munition terminal guidance market in Ukraine, we at least estimate at least it to be 42 million due to the just sheer number of how many drones is needed to actually to sustain the war and to win the war. In the European market, as we have now started, we have European partners that are willing to integrate with us. We are right now making tests with them, and our product allows a small company to start making high R&D products. And that's the thing that's coming to Europe right now, because if you make a loitering munition in Europe, there is somebody from the government will approach you the next day or yesterday already and ask you, hey, can you make this? And then you're going to come to us because you want additional autonomy. Yeah. Though we want to put our autonomy further down the line by making the guidance system for the loitering munition and then the high-level autonomy for drone swarms, as this is the next step of the war, as we have seen it progresses the use case of loitering munitions, of drone attacks, etc. And I'll be happy to talk with you if you have questions or proposal for corporations, investors. Just email me, yuri@foxfor.ai. Thanks.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name is Andriy Marin. I am CEO of DroneOps, and today I would like to talk to you about the significance of UAV on modern battlefield and the products we've developed to ensure their survivability. UAVs have proven to be a game changer on the battlefield. They're indispensable for intelligence, recon missions, and surveillance. They're cost-effective and scalable. However, UAV is a real bottleneck, as have been said previously. We lose tens of thousands of UAV per month, and it's currently a war of attrition. UAV losses lead to loss of situational awareness and loss of human lives. The cheapest way to disable our UAVs by Russians is to do electronic warfare, is to use electronic warfare, GPS spoofing and jamming. They have incredible amount of electronic warfare units on the front line, both big and small micro electronic warfare. Even the most modern Western hardware have been proven vulnerable to their spoofing and jamming, like HIMARS and Switchblades and others. They have to adapt. Recognizing these problems, we have developed two products, NORA in short and SONA in short. NORA lets the drone to return from the mission without using GPS, just by using guidance from the camera. And SONA is providing the drone with real-time coordinates by correlating it with satellite imagery. The NORA works in a simple way. It captures a camera with the camera, the image below the drone every 100 milliseconds, and then it forms a route of fingerprints. And once the UAV has been attacked by electronic warfare and data link has been lost and GPS has been lost, it can return the drone safely by just using this memorized fingerprint database. Here is how it works. You can see the left, the image of what our drone captures. The blue is the mission. And once the algorithm is activated, on the red, you will see the dots, how the drone will be returned back just using our algorithm. The SONA algorithm works in three simple steps. First, it captures the ground below and forms a fingerprint of that landscape. Second, it correlates that fingerprint with satellite imagery. And third, it understands where the UAV is positioned in relation to that first fingerprint. Utilizing satellite imagery like SkySat, Planet, Sentinel, Maxar, or your private satellite images, we can navigate the drone with 5 to 100 meter precision, of course, depending on the satellite imagery resolution. In most cases, it's 25 meters. You can see here that when the satellite imagery is of higher resolution, it's much better precision. We can build better correlations between pictures. We, of course, provide all the necessary tooling to build better missions. It's better to fly above landscapes that are unique, like cities. Here is a demo of how our algorithm works in virtual environment. You can see the drone sees the picture below it, and then it returns coordinates without using GPS and can navigate on missions. It flies the 8 figure. We've done thousands of flights in virtual environments and thousands of kilometers of flights in real world. This is our Phoenix drone called Phoenix. It has been reborn many times during testing. Our algorithm does not accumulate error like traditional visual odometry algorithms. As you can see, this is actually our early algorithm navigating. It's outperforming visual odometry algorithm, as the visual odometry algorithms accumulates errors. So our algorithm can reduce losses of UAVs. It can increase reliability. It can fly somewhere where you cannot fly without GPS. Also talk to us about other algorithms we've developed, like you can see on this picture, for some of the UAV producers in Ukraine. Thank you.
Hello to everyone. Who will support me with presentation? How to switch it? Oh, okay. Thanks. Got it. We are developing robots to kill Russians. That's who we are. Different kinds of robots from 2014. So already 200 plus robots on the front line. The total damage to Russians that we did is 250 million plus. Here's hope to show you some videos. Shabla, if to translate into English, it's saber. But if to divide it into two parts, like sha and bla, then it will be shatafaka. So that's the naming part, marketing, yeah. So we have already 4 different Shablas, different smaller UGVs and bigger one. So the current war is completely different than what was expected, and the mobility is very important. And though we have big UGVs, most efficient are the small one. And this is for logistic missions, for evacuation missions, and for strike missions. So I will show you how also small links are performed. They are small and effective. We carry it in any car. And it carry up to 150 kilograms. One of such robots already saved several our soldiers. So this is links, some photos with a lot of famous guys. I am about me, if you understand, not about this is the real mission from the Wagner or big. So a little bit bigger UGVs. And we have also drones that working in GPS denied areas, but it's not very interesting. And we have anti-Shahed system that we're currently completing, finishing testing, and some software. And we looking for some money to extend possibility to kill more Russians. Yeah. That's it.